Hey guys, how's everybody doing? Hope everybody got a Merry Christmas. I'd like to wish everybody a Happy New Year in advance. You'll probably see this a day or so before the new year, but we'll get into it. Farmertec parts unboxing. What we've got in here was shipping on it wasn't real bad, but I hit $209 and some change right to my door. What's in the box? More 365 stuff. To be brutally honest, I've not touched the last box of stuff that I'd ordered. I'd made a small order, which was a bigger box than this, honestly. It's still sitting over under the bench. It was the last Farmertec unboxing we done. And then over this way, under the lathe bench, I have a big box of parts to build a couple 365s. We need to get into that sooner than later. One of them we work saw, the other one's got some busted up cases, a busted up handlebar, or tank handle assembly rather, not handlebar. We're gonna do some JB weld work and just put one together to play with, kind of like a sleeper saw, get together saw, kind of something like that. But got a lot of other stuff to do. Builds sitting here everywhere, but anyway, what's in this box? Well, we got, like I said, some 365, 372 stuff, and somewhere in here supposedly is one of Farmertec's full wraps for 372. I've never ever got lucky enough to order one of their full wraps while they're on the site for sale. They're always sold out, seems, for any saw. I only have a few saws here with full wraps. It ain't nothing that's really needed by me, but they just look cool on the saws. We got that one nice 365, the one we just done all the recent videos on, that has a full wrap on it, and I've got some old Macs that have full wraps on them, but other than that, that's about all. And the MS 440 that we got from Simple Man, he had put a full wrap on that. That's a really sweet saw. Need to get it out and give you guys another look at that. I think I made one cutting video with it and set it in my cabinet, but anyway, what do we got in here? Like I said, 372 stuff, 268, 272 stuff. I've got one sitting here, 268, sitting under my bench. It's stuck. I do have some good cylinders for it, OEM stuff. We're going to do a 268 build, maybe a 266 build. There's some stuff in here to put the bottom end together of my 359. That'll be a long, drawn-out project. When we get into it, it's gonna kind of be a hybrid kind of deal, not a 357 or 359. I'm gonna do something a little different with it. I've got the stuff in here that I was missing, all but the rear plastic for that little 024. It's missing like throttle linkage and the actually the whole kill switch assembly. I think I've got stuff in here. I've got another 288 in pieces. I've not even took the cases apart to it yet. The crank's stuck in it. I think I needed like all the AV mounts for that, and like a trigger assembly or something for that as well. But there's some 288 stuff in here. And then I think I ordered gaskets and seals, and I've got bearings laying here. I've got a couple sets of 036 crankcases. It's about all I've got. I've got a few other random parts, but one of those sets of cases was like in really, really nice condition. I'm going to get those assembled, and then slowly over time we'll build another 036, because I round up parts and make Farmertec orders. But anyway, let's get to it and see what we've got in here. There's a lot of running my jaw, I guess. And that would absolutely have to be the 272 hot plastic. You can buy the whole kit, and we may eventually do that. Really not a bad looking piece. It feels good. Doesn't have the screws in it. That's kind of a letdown. Those are not the easiest damn things in the world to find, but I'm sure we have some laying here, and what I'll do is I'll just set most of this up here on the bench behind us as we unbox it and figure out what in the hell we've got. That should be a 268 clutch cover. Honestly, it don't look half-assed bad. Chain brake locks and comes off easy. That's kind of rare for an aftermarket one. Like I said, I think I ordered enough stuff to hopefully get at least a 268 together and up and running. I think there's enough stuff here. Simple Man had just sent us another big care package up here, so you guys can thank him for that. 266, 268 stuff. You know, I think there's at least enough stuff there right now. I can probably get most of a 266 together, but the only thing I've fooled with in that series of saw is like the 61s. I've done quite a few of those. I have my own 61 here. Really need to get that thing out and run it in that big hickory. I've honestly not had it in nothing but pulpwood, and you know, we'd set it up as a cookie cutter with an 8-pin, and you know, she's pretty damn fast. You get through 8 or 10 inches of wood in under 2 seconds. For an old open port 61, I'll take that all day long. 026 crank seals. I've actually seen those fall. You guys probably seen them fall as well. Another set of seals. Those look like 268, 272 seals. Said I just ordered a bunch of random stuff that I've needed. That actually looks like another set. It's actually 2 sets of 268 seals. I think that's actually the same seal that's on the flywheel side of a 372. They're like the same seal that like a 50 uses. I ordered 2 or 3 sets of crankcase gaskets, and then when I got to looking, I actually had seals and gaskets here. And I always have piles of 6202 bearings here. It's just, you know, you build saws, it's just stuff you keep around. A lot of you guys get it, I know. That is probably the actually a couple gaskets in that. Them look like Stihl crankcase gaskets. Maybe the 359 and the 036 gaskets are together in one package is kind of what that's looking like. I did order multiple sets of gaskets. Now I know those are Stihl crankcase gaskets there. Like I said, I'd ordered a couple sets of gaskets. That could have just been 2 packs of gaskets, and they are labeled and do say what they are on them, but I'm back here behind the camera. Looks like worm gears is exactly what that is. I don't know if they're worth a shit or not. We'll find out. I know a lot of guys have had a lot of problems with Farmertec. Muffler bracket 268. There should be a muffler in here. This video probably freaking horrible. I didn't order 3 of those damn things. They damn sure sent 3 of them. I have to go back and look. I'm pretty sure I had 2 of them. Okay, it's not a filter. I need to open my damn eyes. That's a starter pulley. Somebody get a good laugh out of that. But we got 2 air filters and just a starter pulley. I really didn't need the starter pulley, but ordered it just in case. It's to fit up 266 or I honestly think those are different on some of the saws. I'm thinking everything 268's a little different. That looks like a package of wrist pin bearings or clutch bearings. I got those three kind of taped up together. I'll be lucky if I don't lose something out of this. It'll be one of those parts I'll be looking for that I need. Anyone's done a 372 knows what that is. Throw the air filter on. I'm gonna do both of those saws when I do them as low top versions. More wrist pin bearings. A lot of guys, when they buy the saws or the kit, will replace that wrist pin bearing with an OEM one. We've got them here turned up pretty hot. Saws that are going on over 3 years old, been used, beat to death. Knock on wood, I ain't had a problem with one. Kill switch 268. I'm sure I could have just made something out of something else work. I think those actually ground to the chassis though. Clutch clips for 372. I always order some of those for random saws when I make an order. If you'll look at the price of them here stateside, and then look at the price of them while you're making a Farmertec order, and it doesn't do a damn thing for your shipping total. For some reason, I had put one lonely bearing in there. I think it's actually for the flywheel side of those 036 cases, and we got a bunch of fuel strainers. Nothing wrong with those things. I stick them in saws all the time. Those strainers, ain't had a problem. I'm even that person that'll order and use the Farmertec fuel line. You know, if you can get a couple years out of it, it's good. I think my oldest kit saw here's over 3 years old, still has, you know, that fuel line. I've got one 660 here that the fuel line split in, and I actually think it was just from me sitting there checking compression and the tank dry and it just jerking around and split. I was able to trim the line, put the strainer back on, it was fine. But we do have a new fuel line here to go on that saw. It was the big bore saw. I'm gonna fix the fuel line on it, and I don't know, I'm just not happy with that thing. It's a torquey saw, and anyway, that's fuel and oil tank caps. May just be fuel caps. There may be another bag in here with more caps in it. Speaking of fuel line, there's a few rolls of their fuel line. I know some people hate it, but like I said, you know, it works in a pinch if you ain't got tag on here, and as cheap as it is to throw in on an order, I try to order a few little rolls of it every time I make an order. 372 air filter looks fine and dandy to me. This is a pretty big order for it all to go in such a small box, but those Chinese, man, they can cram shit full. And the saw that I've got that I'm gonna pull apart actually had a OEM coil on it, but as cheap as this one was, and it has all the wiring for the saw on it, if anything, I just used the wiring off of this one, and it saves me a little money and a headache. But we did get a muffler as well. Let's open that up and have a look. Hopefully it ain't some big baffled up mess that I'm not even going to want to use. Oh, sweet. She's straight shot, straight through, just like they do their 372 mufflers. So, that's good on that part. It'll be easy to muffler mod. I'll just drill that out, put a piece of 3/4 inch pipe in it, booger welded in. It's a done deal. If it needs more than that, you know, you can punch another hole in it somewhere, fish gill it or whatever. And what did we order a clutch for? I just got a text from somebody. We'll have to look at that later. That's for the little 024. And just about as I figured, it's the wrong clutch. Those older saws don't have the arm on the worm gear. You can use this clutch on it, but I'm gonna have to come up the way to machine, I don't know, probably 100 thou off of it to make it a little thinner. Ain't no big thing, we'll figure it out. That little old saw is about the least of my worries. AV mounts for 288 handle. I think I ordered 4 or 5 of them. I think it had 1 or 2 AV mounts already on it. Sadly enough, it was one of the newer, nicer handles. Damn saw I took it all off of actually ran, but the cases was busted. I don't know if somebody maybe dropped it out of a bucket or what, but really, really low hour saw. It was like the first junk pile saw I built. You want to go back through the channel. I have no idea what the hell is in that. I don't think I ordered a carburetor for nothing. It kind of looks like a carburetor box. I really, really don't think I ordered a carburetor. Oh, that's piston. Yeah, we don't care to use Farmertec pistons here. Don't care one bit. That's a open-winded 268 piston. 50 millimeter. I actually have 2 268 closed port cylinders here, 266, whatever they are. They're really nice. They're real nice. I have one of the open port ones that has like it's an open port, but it's a quad port. Kind of puts you in mind if you've looked in a Pro Max 700. Kind of looks about identical to those transfer ports, really. A little different, but kind of the same too. Some choke rods, the 288 trigger and interlock that I was telling you guys about. I thought I'd ordered the spring for that as well, and then this was broke. I had one of these I put on that 024, but it was broke up here at the front where it latches down into the tank assembly. There's what I want to dig out. We'll have to untape that. I'll probably pause you guys in a little bit and untape that and give you my thoughts on it. That's the elbow assembly that the air filter bolts to. Looks like they give me screws with it or some kind of bushing with it. Damn sure not screws. Who knows? Don't know that I even needed that, but it's like, I don't know if it was even $1. Chain adjusters, 2 series Husky. I ordered some of those here stateside, and they were not cheap. Air filter cover for a 372. I think most people probably knew what that was as soon as I pulled it up out of the box. It should be most of it. Yeah, and all of that for I think it was $170 before shipping. I don't even think I paid $50 for shipping. I knew I ordered 5 of them damn things. There's a 5th one laying in the bottom of the damn box. So yeah, let me pause you guys and I'll try to get this stuff magicianed back in the box. Should be pretty easy, because I doubt I'm going to put that full wrap in the box. I'll just hang it up here somewhere. But I'm going to pause you guys briefly and try to get all this box back up, and we'll get the wrap off of that handlebar. We'll have a look at it. Well, alright guys, took a minute to get the wrapping off of that. They got her packaged well. You got to give props to the Chinese for being able to package this stuff the way they do. I can never ever get it in the box the way it came. some of the kit saws we unboxed. I don't know, I think I left parts out of the boxes when I put them back in, but thing's really lightweight. It's not as heavy duty as, say, the OEM one, but you'd be hard pressed to just yank on it and bend it. I'm sure it wouldn't be near as tough like in a situation where you drop the saw or a tree fell on it as the OEM handle, but it's like half the damn price. Shipping on it was free when I put it in the cart, and then rechecked the shipping. Didn't do a damn thing to the shipping total, so, you know, I was happy to get one. I have a full wrap on that 365. It's OEM. I think I bought it as a kit from the Duke. It came with the OEM filling spikes with it, or the dogs we call them. Yeah, I'm tickled to get that for the price I got it for. To me, mainly, it's a looks kind of deal. They are handy for falling trees, but it seems like when I go to cut a tree, or if I spot a tree needs cut, I rarely ever have anything with me that has a full wrap. But my plan is just to set one of these saws up. It'd probably be something 70cc, 76cc, that area. Which at 365, I've had it barred up here forever with 28 on it. That saw would easily fall anything I would ever need to fall. We may just put this full wrap on that thing and, you know, make that a dedicated falling saw. That's kind of what I was getting at there, but I have so many damn saws sitting around here, it's just ridiculous, gotten out of hand. I keep saying I'm gonna sell them, but some of you guys will get it, some of you won't. I really need to start letting go of them, but the ones I want to sell seems no one wants, or just a dime a dozen all over eBay. And I'd probably end up losing money to sell them, but the ones I don't want to sell, people message me about all the time wanting. But anyway, I don't really know what we're going to get into next. This video is probably way too long. Till the next one, you guys take it easy. Everyone try to stay dry and warm and safe, and y'all have a great one, and Happy New Year again.